Yes, I would like to raise an objection to how long Chairman Barron took reporting out of her committee last week. We're filling up pages and pages of documents here.
Not noted this.
All right, thank you.
Is that a motion?
There's a motion.
The minutes stand approved as written. Laura, Mr. Mallory.
I just have one issue, and it's the letter from HB Engineers, and it's contained within your packet. That's the wrap-up for the ski jump that the structural engineers came back over and looked at the construction, made a couple of comments. Construction was done, and now have certified that the ski jump was built to their specifications. So it's a very important letter for down the road if there are any issues. So I wanted everyone to have a copy of that. It came to us on December 18th. And it just put the final touches on the ski jump. The security fencing now is in place. The gate is there. The gates are mounted on the top of the ski jump for the ski jumpers. Lighting is done, and John is just tweaking the sound system now. So we're in great shape for our meet, and then potentially the state meet if we're the site that ends up being selected. We're supposed to host it.
We are.
It'll depend on snow and conditions. So it's a great project, and again, I publicly want to thank everyone who volunteered or donated toward it. And I know that there will be a public ad with everyone's name on it. We're trying to get all of that together now and make sure we don't miss anybody. So, but terrific, and thanks to the board for allowing us to work so closely with the group that organized this. And that's it.
Well, there isn't a lot to report on me. Just got back from break, but the auditions go into play. Started yesterday and they're going to tonight until 8 o'clock. So that's actually it. I don't have anything else to say, but thank you.
Well, thank you for coming.
No problem.
Mr. Parsons?
Very quick, if I could, this ditto with Jack, to follow up. We're getting ready for midterms. I did pass out the schedule to the teachers before their holiday break. And students will be released the same as they were last year. Buses will come around 12:45. I'll have that schedule for program and staffing, but it's pretty much the same test schedule that we did last year, with the exception of rather than doing the odds together, we're testing in a row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But midterms, I think it's depending on the weather and how we make out there. Hopefully we'll follow the schedule that's been set up in the calendar.
Thank you. We don't have any committees.
Madam Chair, could I just make a correction to the agenda? The committee meetings are actually going to be on Tuesday the 19th. We're going to have a double header. We'll do the committee meetings first and then a full board meeting afterwards, because the 18th is Martin Luther King Day. So we'll get everything done on Tuesday the 19th.
And we'll still start at 5 o'clock.
We'll start at 5.
Discussion items.
This would be the second reading of the dedication and naming of facilities. You had a copy within your packet, but there's a cleaned up copy. Maureen found a typo or grammatic issue, so So again, this would be the second reading of the proposed policy.
I'm going to have a question about it in a couple words. Sure. Under B2, for B1 we say honorees shall not be an employee of the school at the time of nomination, and under B2 we say honorees may not be recognized under this policy more than once. So we're using a different word, and I'm not sure, is the intent that just for consistency, honorees shall not be recognized under this policy more than once. We say may not. Just for consistency, I would suggest that we change it to shall not, just so that there's no confusion.
Sure.
Shall is stronger than may.
It's a command.
Command.
Yep.
Shall, must. I would have the same proposed change under D5 and 2, because it says schools may not be named after a living person. Maybe schools shall not be named after a living person, but they may.
Yep.
Any other concerns?
So we need a motion.
Yes, I need a motion to approve the second reading as amended. Ross, seconded by Sue. Yeah, thank you. All those in favor? Opposed and abstaining.
And we have a third reading?
No, usually you pass something after a second reading.
Then,
You can do a third reading, you can do anything you want.
then is it appropriate for us to
I was thinking of a
refer
third reading, sorry.
the, we're gonna have a committee, I guess. But for the proposal that we received well over a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, with respect to the ski jump, to the committee. So if the chair would appoint a committee, comprised of whoever's supposed to be on the committee, we could, not right this second, but sometime tonight or tomorrow.
No, if folks are interested in being on the committee, if they would let me know after the meeting, that would be great.
Should that just go to the facilities committee or policy committee? Is there not the committee as a whole?
No, they're gonna come back to, they're gonna come back to the full board with a recommendation. No, we've got a proposal, but the committee has, there's no recommendation yet, because the committee hasn't met.
So Mark, the second reading then, do we have to do a third reading? with
No,
the
you can approve it tonight.
Well then, Michelle, do you want to, we have an option of approving this tonight with the corrections or doing a third reading. I'm sorry, I might have misunderstood you. Were you approving it?
Yeah.
Fine, in the final, okay. Is everyone okay with that? Okay.
Thank you. Thank you to the subcommittee. You all set?
Yep.
As you know, we have our budget hearing tonight at 6:30 downstairs. Contained within your yellow folder is all the material that one could possibly want for a budget hearing. So I met with Mr. Deachman this morning to go over some of the handouts and the budget, and so we can prep in any way you choose to, or if you're all set, that's fine, or go through any of the materials that you want. All the materials that are contained within the yellow folders will be available for members of the public, and after tonight's hearing, all this material also will be on your website. So it allows folks to access all of this anytime they would like.
We haven't gotten any updated information on the guaranteed maximum rates, have we?
Yes. The guaranteed maximum rate is 7.2%, and it's contained within, those numbers are contained within the budget.
But what I meant was, they haven't come through with any,
The final rate?
Right.
No, that won't be until the spring.
good.
But it won't be any higher than 7.2?
Exactly. The pool average was 8.65%, so we're just below the average in the pool. I would tell you that over the last 5 years, the Health Trust pool has gone up an average of 2.98%, and ours has been 3.56%. So we're just little above the average, but certainly below the national average for increases in health insurance.
Yeah, there's no,
Anyone have any questions?
any suggestions from anybody as to what they focus on, other than, of any of this?
Since we were last together, we did make the adjustments for the new heating system. So we did make those adjustments, took the money out of electricity and fuel oil. And it's brought the assessment down. Overall, the increase in the assessment is 0.9%. So we're pretty pleased with that. And I think that's contained in your, I think that's a blue sheet, the blue sheet that you have. And the ranges on the tax rate, the high is, Holderness would be going up 18 cents per thousand, and Wentworth would be going down 27 cents per thousand. Excuse me, that's the range. And you can see the chart for the individual communities. And again, the revenues are conservatively estimated. We'll have an unreserved fund balance. Tuition may be a higher number. Catastrophic aid may be higher. Medicaid may be higher. We get to reset those revenues in late August, early September, prior to the setting of the tax rate. So this is very much a worst-case scenario.
What about the Title I money? Did you get comfort from the state regarding that?
We got great comfort from the federal government. So the Title I money now is included in your revenue.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's been applied to it, $175,000. That was a terrific opportunity for us within the new federal education law.
Yes, we're all set then?
If the building project goes forward, we can throw away this brown sheet, which is recent for gallon history of oil, because we won't be burning oil anymore.
And as it says on the overview sheet, Ross will be letting John Francis talk about the nuts and bolts of the heating project and the fuel, and Dan Rossner will be talking about the financing of the project and the legality of a lease purchase arrangement.
Barbara, did you start to get yours?
It's not related to this.
Ross, that number you were looking for this morning on the third column, 15.98%. That's just a number that Ross was looking for.
Oh, that was on special ed.
Yes, on Sam's chart.
Oh, it's not in any of these materials.
No, separate. You and Sam have it. It's a Holderness special.
I guess that's it for this first budget then. We will, after the meeting tonight, the school board is going to be voting on this budget. So are people staying for the hearing? Is everyone able to stay? We have a forum. Who is staying? Raise your hand, just so I know. Good. Thank you.
My Romney's down at 93 kids.
So the hearing will begin at 6:30 tonight in Cascade.
Amazing.
Did you have staff nominations?
I don't. You don't have.
No,
any.
I have the.
No.
No.
I know we're looking for some
are.
aides, and I didn't know when we did the agenda if we would have those nominations.
Using them as subs.
Any other business? Yes.
Just a note for everybody's information. The SEC was supposed to meet January 4th last night, and that was changed to February 1st.
Thank you. Board
First
member?
idea already came back.
I guess that's it. We have a
Some
motion
goodies.
to, what's the correct wording, Ross? We don't want to adjourn the meeting, but we want to...
Recess.
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 Motion to recess? Sue, second by Maureen. All those in favor?
Aye.